What's happening, guys? This is the Grandmaster of Faster, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Stadium for the Nintendo 64. In this episode, we are going to try and complete the final 4 battles of the Master Ball Tournament in the Round 2 Prime Cup. And let's just say that I'm not exactly going into this brimming with confidence. You might have recognized that my continue counter is a little bit different. That's because I decided to reset this tournament and get 4 continues. Yes, that's how scared I am of these upcoming 4 battles. Alright, I am going to lead off with Exeggutor, because it has an advantage over 3 Pokemon here, and I'll also bring Rhydon as well to deal with that Electabuzz and that Rapidash. And just in case things get a little dodgy, I'm going to bring Alakazam as well.
We're in the last half of the tournament. Things will get white hot. Begin round 5.
Alright, he is leading off with his Ditto, level 100. It is a normal type and its only attack is Transform. Believe it or not, I can actually use this to my advantage. First, I'm going to switch out Exeggutor, and then I'm going to switch to Rhydon. And knowing... Oh, wait, no! Ditto doesn't use Transform. Instead, it switches. And yeah, that was a pretty unexpected move that he pulled out there, so I've got to give him credit. In any case, he's now switched out his Ditto for his Gengar. Gengar is at level 100. It is a Ghost and Poison type with the moves Psychic, Confuse Ray, Hypnosis, and Mega Drain. This thing can be pretty dangerous. It's got a lot of special attack and confusion and sleep. That's never a good combination. Well, it's not going to be good for you if he manages to pull it off, so I'm going to go ahead and paralyze it with a Thunder Wave just to be safe, because I know I am faster than Gengar, which is surprising because Gengar is pretty darn speedy. Oh wow, you're going to use Psychic on a Psychic Pokemon? I wonder how effective that will be. Not!
Fireworks are flying in this battle.
Well, anything you can do, Gengar, I can do better, so I'm going to hit you with a Psychic of my own. Now, I don't think it's going to be enough to one-shot Gengar, but I'll certainly give it a good... no, only 107 HP. Well, that wasn't bad, so it's going to be a 2-hit KO. And thankfully, his Psychic didn't reduce my special, so I will safely be able to KO Gengar in this turn. Alright, down it goes. And I know he has Ditto as another one of his Pokemon. The question is, what is his last Pokemon? That's what I want to know. Oh, he's gonna go for Kabutops. Kabutops is at level 100, obviously. It is a rock and water type with the moves Hyper Beam, Hydro Pump, Body Slam, and Swords Dance. This thing is a beast. It has insanely good physical attack, and it's only going to get higher if it uses Swords Dance, meaning that Body Slam and that Hyper Beam are going to hit like a ton of bricks. However, it has a quad weakness to Grass-type moves. Oh, let's hope I can take a Hyper Beam. Oh, with 84 HP, I survive. Not bad at all. I am impressed. And what's even better is that he has to spend a turn recharging, which means he can't switch out, which means Mega Drain will hit it a second time, which means I get the KO. Well, Exeggutor, you are my savior. Your defense is really, really good. Oh, man. And now his last Pokemon is going to be his Ditto. His last is his first. I don't know how that works out. But since he has no other option other than Ditto, I am going to switch over to Rhydon, knowing that he is going to use Transform. The method to my madness is now that he is transformed into Rhydon, I can hit it for quad effective damage, thanks to Exeggutor. And since none of Rhydon's moves are particularly effective against Exeggutor, that's going to give me the advantage. One thing I should mention is that although Ditto can transform into any Pokemon at once, its stats still remain the same. Which means that Earthquake is going to be even lower in power. See, it didn't do all that much damage to me. So let's go ahead and finish you off with a Mega Drain, Ditto. I remember in the anime, every time that Ditto transformed, its eyes would remain the same. In fact, that was a plot point to one of the episodes in the Indigo League, where this trainer had a Ditto who just couldn't transform accurately despite how much it tried. And it was actually quite a funny episode because it ended up with Meowth getting thrown into Team Rocket's balloon. Alright, that is battle number 5 taken care of. So let us continue with number 6. Round 3 against Cool Trainer Female. Yes, that is right. I have been defeated by her twice already. And that really sucks. I am actually going to lead off with Exeggutor. And I will also use... what am I going to use? I'm also going to bring Starmie along, because I feel like Starmie could help against the majority of her Pokemon. And just in case that Electrode shows up, I'm going to bring Rhydon as well.
The field is thinning out. We're into round 6.
And of course, she leads off with her Snorlax. She always leads off with Snorlax. And doesn't matter what Pokemon she has on her team, she's probably going to lead off with Snorlax. Psychic is not really going to do much damage against this Snorlax. Or, then again, maybe it does. But, yeah, Exeggutor is one of the better physical walls I have, and it get paralyzed! That's a 30% chance that's supposed to happen. And it's paralyzed me almost every single time.
What now? Good hit.
Yeah, it was a good hit. I'll give it that much.
What's next?
And that was an even better hit. Well,
Furious battle.
Perhaps things are looking up for me. I doubt it, though. So Body Slam is going to not KO me. Will I KO Snorlax?
A psychic blast.
Yes, I will. Okay, then. I'm fine with this. Now, it all depends on what else she has on her team. That's going to be the real kicker. And she's going to send out Electrode. Electrode is at level 100 with the moves, and I just realized I chose the wrong Pokemon. I meant to choose Rhydon, but I picked Tauros instead. I am not paying attention to how my fingers are moving, which is a real problem. Thunderbolt is going to seriously damage me, I think. Alright, not as much as I thought it would. Okay, let's see how much an Earthquake does. Oh my god, it's gonna go boom! Well, that was unexpected. And how did Tauros survive Explosion? How did that happen? Explosion cuts your defense in half!
There's a difference in the number.
Are you serious, game? Man, the game just can't seem to make up on its mind whether it wants me to succeed or suffer. In any case, Venusaur, level 100, Grass Poison type with the moves Mega Drain, Growth, Leech Seed, and Toxic. This is honestly one of her easier Pokemon. It's pretty slow, but you'll want to be careful of Growth, because if it raises its special high enough, then Mega Drain will destroy you. Alright, Tauros is KO'd, Exeggutor is in the red, so there's no chance it'll survive. I think Starmie can KO Venusaur provided that Blizzard hits. Alright, this should be doable. Use Blizzard, Starmie. Am I going to win this? Will it hit? Yes, it does! A pointless critical, but that doesn't matter. Down goes the Venusaur. Oh my god, that was a hard battle. That was a very hard battle. But thankfully I managed to pull out on top by blowing 2 continues. Yeah, it wasn't the easiest fight in the world, but I'm ready for round 7. So the semifinal match is against Bird Boy, and he has all 3 legendary birds on his side. Needless to say, this could get tricky. I am obviously going to use Rhydon because Rhydon I know can safely deal with Charizard, Moltres, and Zapdos. I'll need Starmie as well, because it can resist all of Articuno's attacks, well, with the exception of Fly and Double Edge. But as for who I want to take my 3rd slot, Alakazam is not going to be a very useful Pokemon in this, so I'll have to go with Jolteon. In fact, I'm probably going to lead off with Starmie, and then choose Rhydon, and then choose Jolteon.
This is it, the semi-finals! No one wants to lose, having come this far.
Alright, the semi-final match starts with Moltres. Level 100, Fire Flying type with the moves Fly, Fire Blast, Fire Spin, and Takedown. Yeah, not a friendly combination. Fire Spin is going to be really irritating. And it's going to go for the Fly. Quite a few of his Pokemon know Fly, and I'm sure you know this, but Fly causes the attacker to fly up in the air for 1 turn and then attack for damage. It's not very strong, though. And the fact that it does waste a turn does hamper its usefulness quite a bit. Alright, down goes Moltres. And now that I've taken down Moltres with Rhydon, he's probably going to send out one of either his Gyarados or his Articuno. No! He's going to go for Charizard! That's really interesting. Okay then, Charizard is at level 100. It is a Fire Flying type with the moves Flamethrower, Fly, Earthquake, and Slash. That Earthquake didn't do much damage, but I know that Rock Slide will because it's quad effective. And it misses! The first Rock Slide hit without a problem. Why did that one miss? Alright, Earthquake again. Can I tank another? Yes, I can. Now, can you please hit this time? If Rhydon goes down, I'll have nothing to take out this Charizard. But fortunately, I managed to get a critical hit, and down it goes. My only hope is that he has Zapdos as his final Pokemon. Because if that is the case, I'll be golden. Yes, he does! Zapdos is at level 100. It is an electric and flying type with the moves Thunder, Drill Peck, Flash, and Thunder Wave. Massive special attack. Be very careful. It is not to be underestimated. And it looks like I can take a couple of Drill Pecks. And a critical hit, Rock Slide again. That is it. So Bird Boy proves to be the easiest opponent yet. Way to go, Rhydon. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. All right, now this last battle. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. I can just say that. Okay, the final battle against Cool Male. And do you spot anything similar about these two teams? Yes! It is almost an exact duplicate of mine. Oh, jeez. This is gonna be really, really annoying. Except instead of an Alakazam, he's got a freaking Mew. How this guy got a Mew is beyond me. I don't know. And I also don't know what Pokemon I'm going to use, because this is an extremely tough team. His movesets are a little bit different than mine, but they're still just as effective. I am going to lead off with Starmie, and I'm also going to bring Rhydon, and let's see. Starmie can handle his Starmie if it comes out. So there's really no reason for me to bring Jolteon into the mix. I suppose I could bring Tauros just in case. But yeah, I think Starmie could handle Tauros as well. The real question is going to be that Mew. That Mew is going to be a real nuisance. I'm going to bring an Alakazam.
This is it, the final battle. Who will bask in the glory of the championship?
All right. Starting things off, we have Exeggutor, level 100, Grass and Psychic type, with the moves Psychic, Mega Drain, Explosion, and Leech Seed. Let's hit it with a Blizzard and see how much that does. Please hit. Blizzard is supposed to have 100% accuracy, and it does. And that hardly did anything. And there, it's going to go for Mega Drain, which is not good. So it seems that both of our attacks are going to do pretty similar amounts of damage. Alright. I'm going to hit it with as many Blizzards as I can, and I could always use Recover. The problem is, Mega Drain's just going to keep restoring Exeggutor's HP over and over again.
What a furious battle!
So I'm going to see if I can hit it with a Blizzard one more time. And it's frozen! Just what the doctor ordered! Oh! That is just what I needed. Or should I say just what the Nurse Joy ordered. Because now that Exeggutor has been frozen, I can take my time recovering my HP. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and use Recover until my HP is full, which is nice. No, it won't. This is Generation 1. There is no cure for being frozen. We're gonna use Thunderbolt because I don't want to waste my Blizzards, because I only have 2 left. And that is it for Exeggutor. Well, this fight is certainly starting out well. All 3 of my Pokemon are in tip-top shape. His next Pokemon, Jolteon. Level 100, Electric type, with the moves Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, Hyper Beam, and Reflect. This is not a good matchup for Starmie. And predicting a Thunder Wave, I'm going to switch into Rhydon. This is precisely why I brought Rhydon with me, to deal with that Jolteon. So Jolteon is going to go for the Thunderbolt. That won't do anything, which is nice. And I think I'm going to strike back with an Earthquake. And it's going to go for broke with the Hyper Beam. That's not going to do much damage. Wow, look at that. It only did 34 HP worth of damage. And what's even worse for Jolteon is that, well, it's gone. But even if an Earthquake somehow didn't KO it, it would still need a turn to recharge. The question is he going to send out his Mew? Yes, he is! How fitting that the final opponent in the Master Ball tournament is going to be the rarest Pokemon of them all. Mew is at level 100. It is a Psychic type with the Mew moves Tri-Attack, Thunder Wave, Psychic, and Soft Boiled. This thing is irritating. It is unbelievably irritating.
Fireballs are flying in this battle.
Soft Boiled will make it so that it can heal its HP and it can paralyze you with Thunder Wave. And then it's just going to use Psychic to finish you off. It's not fun. And how this dude got Mew is certainly beyond me. I know I said that before, but it still baffles my mind. And it's further escalated in Pokemon Stadium 2 when one of the trainers you fight has a Celebi, and I would like to know how that is possible. Alright, I am going to paralyze it using Thunder Wave. I think that's my best bet, because I know I can resist Psychic, and the worst he can do is paralyze me. No, it's gonna go for Soft Boiled! Alright, it's back to full health. Not really what I was hoping for, but what can you do? At least he's paralyzed, that's good. So I know I'll always get the first attack in.
A decent hit.
And it's gonna paralyze me with Thunder Wave now. So this is gonna be a war of attrition.
The heated battle
So let's see if another Blizzard will do any more to it. The problem is, once again, Soft Boiled. Alright, I've reduced him down to half health. And again it uses Soft Boiled! Oh, jeez. I forgot how much PP Soft Boiled has. But since we're both paralyzed, this is not going to be a very climactic battle, I must say. But the thing is, I have to keep out Starmie for as long as possible, because the weaker that Mew is, the more easily I can use Alakazam to take it out. And a critical hit, that'll do nicely. And fully paralyzed, that also does nicely.
Both combatants still have plenty of gas left.
Alright, I'm just not really sure what to talk about because this is pretty much going to be the entire battle. Okay, fully paralyzed for a second time. That's certainly promising.
Flying in this battle.
Alright, Thunderbolt.
What's that?
Hit it again.
Yeah, it's a hit.
And unfortunately, Blizzard is all out of PP. So that's no longer an option, but thankfully I resist Psychic, and so does Alakazam for that matter. But all I can do is just keep hurling Thunderbolts at it. And a critical hit to finish the job and finish the tournament. Holy moly! That was insane. I lost that battle 3 times before I was successful. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I finally did it. It's done. It's actually done. The Master Ball tournament in the Prime Cup. I don't even need to give individualized shoutouts to every member of my team because they all performed accordingly. Even in my failed battles, they did really well. But, so good to finally have it over and done with. And that is the Master Ball trophy that we have worked so hard to obtain. And wouldn't you know it, we don't get a reward for completing it. Typical. And now that everything in the stadium is done, we have one last thing to do. And that is conquer the Gym Leader Castle. See you guys next time.